Top NBA Draft Prospects, the Big 3-1. Jabari Smith, forward. Auburn Smith could end up being one of the top NBA draft prospects we've seen come down the pike in some time. Before his Auburn team was prematurely exiled from the NCAA tournament, this kid was about as dominant as they get for a freshman. Jabari Smith stats: 2021-22, 16.9 ppg, 7.4 rpg, 2.0 apg, 43% shooting, 42% three-point at 6'10". It's pretty sensational that Smith can shoot so well from the outside. In today's NBA, that's a point of emphasis for teams. That is to say, bigs who can stretch the floor. Smith is an ideal representation of this. He's favored to go number 1 to the Orlando Magic. 2. Chet Holmgren, forward, center. Gonzaga. As far as NBA draft prospects go, Holmgren might be the most divisive of the top tier. There's some concern over the big man's 7-foot, 195-pound frame and whether it will hold up in the association. We're going to go ahead and assume Holmgren bulks up between now and the 2022-23 season. From an overall skill standpoint, the dude can be an absolute force out of the gate. He averaged 14.1 points and 9.9 rebounds on 61% shooting as a freshman. That included a 39% mark from distance. You don't see that type of ability to stretch the court from someone Holmgren's size. Look for the big to go top 2. 3. Paolo Banchero, forward. Duke. The 6'10" Banchero will be among the most talked about 2022 NBA draft prospects heading into the event. The number 2 recruit in 2021, he displayed flashes of brilliance en route to leading Duke to the Final Four. Overall, the Washington native averaged 17.2 points, 7.8 rebounds and 3.2 assists. He also shot 48% from the field and looked darn smooth in his mid-range game. He's favored to head to Houston with the 3rd pick. 4. Jaden Ivey, guard, Purdue Electric. Quick. These are 2 things that came to define Ivey's 2-year career with the Boilermakers. It showed during his sophomore season with the South Bend native averaging 17.3 points, 4.9 rebounds and 3.1 assists. Ivey also improved leaps and bounds shooting from the perimeter compared to his freshman season. This has the 6'4" guard as one of the top prospects of the 2022 NBA draft class. 5. Keegan Murray, forward. Iowa. Keegan Murray stats: 2021-22, 23.5 ppg, 8.7 rpg, 55% shooting, 40% three-point. Some will conclude that Murray doesn't have the upside of other top NBA draft prospects in this class. We're just not seeing it. The dude absolutely dominated against good Big Ten competition as a sophomore. How good was Murray this past season? He dropped north of 20 points in all but 10 of his 35 games. Sure, a bad performance in a loss to Richmond in the NCAA tournament leaves a bad taste in his mouth. But this dude is going to be a darn good 2-way forward in the NBA.